for watching. I'm Prerna Agarwal, Technical Product Owner for the Guardian. Today we will be giving you Guardian updates of Sprint 37, which lasted from April 17 to April 28. So just a quick overview of the agenda. We will be looking at the roadmap. We'll also be talking about the issues that we tackled in Sprint 37. Then we'll be flipping over and giving you a short demo on Sprint 37. We'll be also looking ahead of week of May 1st, which is Sprint 38. We'll also be looking at the issues that we'll be tackling in Sprint 38. We'll also be talking about the upcoming releases. We'll also be giving you some of the ways that you can either submit bugs or policy requests through various different channels. So just a quick overview of the Guardian roadmap. Again, this is open source. Anybody can see that. All you need to do is install ZenHub extension in Chrome. And when you travel to Guardian GitHub repo, you will be able to see a tab to quickly open that up and see what's going on there. So as you can see, we are continuing our work on enhancing and improving the policy creation. We are also working on how to integrate with external Guardian policies as data sources, and so on and so forth. So talking about the issues that we tackled in Sprint 37. So in Sprint 37, we committed to 64 story points and then we delivered 64 story points. In these story points, which includes 1155, scalability, artifact size, and internal DB. Then we also worked on 1661, which is tagging of Guardian policy artifacts. 1795, use colors and shapes to highlight blocks properties and or context. 1619, which is user-driven MRV data interface. In addition to this, we have also fixed some of the bugs, which is 1971, 1926, 2071, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at Sprint 37 demo. So the first ticket, what we'll be looking at is 1661, tagging of Guardian policy artifacts. Artifacts produced by Guardian instances are currently discoverable on chain and in the decentralized storage. These systems are by definition immutable, and therefore there is no way to additionally mark these artifacts beyond what has been produced at their production time. Given the long time frames of their life cycle, it is highly likely that these artifacts will be used in situations or use cases not currently envisioned. Thus, there is a need for the generally accepted approach to creating informative tags for various assets, artifacts after they have been created or published. Such capability can then power discoverability in analytics and reputation mechanics. So in order to solve this, we have introduced tagging feature. So let's look at the tagging feature. As you can see, I have imported IREC 9 policy and I have published it. So we have added a new feature called tags. As you can see here it says create tag. So you can create a tag for the policy by clicking on create tag button. So each tag is associated with a label and a description. You can add a label to a tag. I would just say new tag 1, and I can just say demo tagging as a description. I can click on create. So as you can see, the tag is being created for this policy. In order to view the tagging, you can click on this particular icon. And you can create multiple tags by clicking on create tag. Now each of the tag is being associated with a dead, where you can see the list of the deads. If this particular tab have multiple deads, all the deads are being listed over here. So in order to view the details of this particular dead, you need to click on this particular small icon or an arrow. As you can see, it says the label, what we have added, the description as it is published. Then you can see the date of the creation, the topic ID which is associated to this tag, and then the message ID of this tag. So all these details can be viewed. You can create multiple tags, you can delete a tag, and you also have a synchronization icon here, as all the tags which are updated will not be updated and synchronized automatically. So once you update or add the tags, you need to click on the syncing icon in order to make your tags updated. So in addition to this, we also have the tagging being added for schemas. As you can see, you can go to schemas, and then as we have added a new, in addition to policy and system schemas, you also have a tag schemas. So when you click on tag schema, you can create a new tag schema by clicking on create new. You add all the details, and that is where you create a tag schema. To get more details about the tagging, we have added a detailed description about the tagging in our documentation, which is at docs.hedera.com/guardian. And when you get there, you can look at tagging using UI. You can get each and every, all the tag structure, the messages, how the tag message looks like, what is the format of it, and then the demo what I have just given, it has already been documented here with each of the screenshots. In addition to that, we have also added all our APIs information regarding tagging. So have a look and let us know if you have any questions regarding the tagging. So the next ticket, what we'll be looking at is 1795, which is use colors and shapes to highlight blocks, properties, and or context. So in the real world, policies can be quite complex and difficult to understand, in particular in the aspect of what role user is a particular block module is being executed as, whether the block or module differs from the originally imported policy, whether the block or module communicates with any external systems, or whether the block is accessible via API, and how, and so on. So in order to solve this, we have added a new feature called themes in our policy configurator. So let's look at the same IREC 9 policy. I would click on edit. Now, as you can see, we have added themes, drop down settings, and also a legend. So I would like to just give you a short intro of all these. So if I want to add a new theme, I would click on settings. So here, as you can see, we have a couple of themes here. So you have by API access theme, by roles, and by default theme. You can create a new theme by clicking on new, or you can actually copy the existing theme and then update it. Or you can also import a theme and then make a modifications. But make sure it is important to click on save once you make all the modifications in the settings, or you might lose all the changes you have made without clicking on save if you click on the cancel. Talking about the condition, the style, the description. So you will have an API condition, you can have a role condition, or there is also a default condition where you will have types, which is nothing but the blocks. And when you go to roles, you also have which role you want to assign the style to. And then when you go to style, it's nothing but, how the block should look like, how the boundary, the color, the background, the border, and how each of the blocks of the role should look like. You can also add a description to each of the role, that this particular role will have this description, and then it would be this style would be this role. Now, looking at the settings, once you create a theme, you will have that particular theme been listed here. And then if you just click on default, as you can see, this is a default theme look. When I click on by roles, it will actually distinguish by the role you have set in the settings page. By API access, you will also see depending on the get and post request. In addition to that, when you select API access, you will also get a change in the legend. As you can see, the green looks post and get, the yellow oval looks only get. So these are only the get operations. These are post and get. So to get more information, again, we have added a new complete documentation on themes. So if you want to have a look, visit at docs.hedera.com, and when you get there, you have themes using UI. So have a look here, and we have described each and everything in detail with the screenshots. So please have a look and let us know if you have any questions. In addition to the UI, we have also added all the APIs related to themes. So you can return all the themes, create a theme using API, update the theme configuration, delete the themes, and so on. So the third and the last ticket, what we'll be looking at is user-driven MRV data interface, a mobile support 1619. So due to complexity of the Guardian at the moment, a complete mobile interface does not fulfill the needs of the user, being able to fill out the forms, input for information, and capture data on a mobile device. So basically, we have also improved our mobile support of the Guardian for specific operations like filling the forms through a standard registry or filling the forms through info through user. So to get more information of what we have covered in the mobile support, please visit our documentation. And here we have two sections being added for mobile operation. As you can see, you can go to mobile support for data interface. We have improved our mobile support for creating a new account, standard registry, first registration into Guardian, creating a new token, publishing a draft of a policy, importing the policy, editing the tokens. These are for the standard registry operations. Whereas in addition to that, we have also improved our user interaction, which includes creation of a new account, first registration into the Guardian, user policy registration application, user creating a retire request, and user creating or joining the multiple policy. So all these operations have been included in the mobile support. So please have a look and let us know if you have any questions. We have also added few screenshots just for your convenience. So please have a look and please reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. So that was a demo for Sprint 37. Now looking ahead of week of May 1st, which is Sprint 38. So currently we are actually committing to 34 story points, which includes some of the bugs and some of the major tickets, which is 2062, 1687, 2009, and 2021, and so on. So talking about the upcoming releases, our last release was on Friday, April 28, 2023. Our next release will be on Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. So there are multiple ways to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on GitHub. You can submit policy request, enhancement, or if you find some bugs, please go ahead and mention those bugs with us so that we can get our team on that. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, come and join our conversation at hedera.com/discord. And when you get there, search for sustainability channel, or feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any policy request by emailing us at info@envisionblockchain.com or visiting our website at www.envisionblockchain.com. Thank you. Have a great day.